Hello YouTube. Today is electrical day. Yes, electrical day, my favorite thing in the entire world, where I get to play with electricity and hopefully no sparky by the end of the day. I'm getting ready to run my main electrical line for my circuit breaker over here. I got the panel off there. And my buddy said that actually looks pretty good. I say it looks like a complete and utter mess, but that's 10-15 years from now. Get this house paid off, I'll redo all the wiring. Anyway, I found a 20 amp circuit there that was going to be running to basically a single outlet somewhere over in that area in the ceiling. So I went ahead, already done pulled the wire out there. As you can see, my little assistant's walking around. I went ahead, shut the breaker off, pulled the wiring off the neutral, ground, and hot line. Got it all unthreaded, took the staples out, and because I'm not going to be finishing this basement, because as you can see my wall over here, I don't really feel like having that wall go to complete crap, because over here they rebuilt that probably about 6-7 years ago. They jacked up the whole house and rebuilt that concrete wall. But if this one happens to go, or this one, or any of those, considered my house is 100 years old too this year in 2015, that I want to be able to access them. I want to be able to work on them. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to I got some plastic sitting over there in that cast iron tub that will eventually get moved out of here when I have a come along and a few friends that really like me or really like my beer help me get it out of this basement. But I'm going to basically, I'm going to add track lighting up here in my floor joists, and I don't know if you can really see this very well. Last time it didn't show up so well. The floor joists here, my headspace below them is probably no more than another 6 inches, and I'm about 5'8", so we're looking at about 6.5 feet total, most likely as far as headspace goes. So I can't really hang too much in the way of lighting. But I've got a little piece of track lighting there I was test fitting earlier. I'm going to stick track lighting up here in the floor joist and aim them down. That way I can add or remove bulbs and lights and get scenes however I want, and just all around angle the lights however I need. Now over here's my darkest corner, so I just bought one track light to test this theory out and see if it'll work. But I need to run the electrical for it, and I'm currently taking out whatever the previous owner did here. It looks like they put wood slats from old trim molding and then piled a bunch of it up here, so I'm going to get all this junk out and become burn wood of some kind here coming this spring. But anyway, I want to go ahead and get this removed, and I want to stick plastic up. Now since like I said, I'm not finishing this, I want to stick plastic in between the floor joists so that when dust, and the inevitable dust that will come from the first floor, it will get caught on that plastic and not end up on my layout. It will help keep it a little bit clean, at least, again, I'm hoping in my mind. But for the time being, I'm ripping out some stuff right now. When I get the plastic up, I might do another video and add that up. I'm getting ready to, as soon as I get these out and get the plastic up, I'll be adding the electrical boxes every so often, maybe like 5-6 feet, something like that, maybe a little bit longer. And as far as placement for the lighting and whatnot, because I'll have a second set of those further down. I'm going to do a morning scene, and it actually will look like it's coming from the east, which is that wall over there by my bench. And it will angle this way along the layout. And I'm planning on having it slightly above my head, so it'll be coming from the northeast instead of the actual southeast, I guess, a little bit is where it normally rises. But it'll be laying out across here so it doesn't cast shadows towards me, but I can hopefully get some nice scenes out of the yard, at least to start with. And then when I do my horizontal run up that way, then over, and then my peninsula, this coming out here where my assistant Molly is sitting, it will also, it's basically a closed off G. It will run all the way around the water furnace and heater around this way and reconnect in right there, forming a complete loop on the double main line. And then my peninsula will be pretty much like a branch line with most of the industries that I can run operations from the yard, run it, say, around the layout a couple times, bring it back in, come into the branch line. I'll have a Y down there. That Y will allow me to get the engines turned around. There'll be a coaling station over there too. I'm thinking a tunnel of some sort, maybe over in that other corner. I'm not really entirely sure. Probably have a swing open door somewhere about where that cast iron tub is, just outside the coaling station, that I'll be able to get out of here without having to duck under. Because, well, a lot of people have said, yeah, you can duck under for a while, but will you be wanting to duck under when you're 60? Well, fair point. I guess I wouldn't want to be. It'd be a lot nicer just to have a table that I could swing out. The lift outs are nice, but if I'm going to go that with the whole removing a section, I'm going to put it on a hinge. I'm going to make it look nice. I'm going to go through the effort. This is a lifetime hobby, and I want to see if I can do it. So there's that part of it too. And also, I'll do a side update here. I have completed my first hand lathe switch. I will be hand laying all my switches, or at least trying to if I can. Now this doesn't have the ties, but for the most part it's complete. I just used some PC board from Fast Track, some supplies from them. Over here I got my little station where I was building them. I got a second one going right there. It needs a little work. But anyhow, this one actually runs very reliably, like extremely smooth. And I can control the quality of it, so if I need to adjust it in the future, I can. But yeah, we'll set that back there for the time being. Just give you guys an update on what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll be starting to post some of these to Facebook or not. We'll see how things go. But anyhow, there's where I'm at. Sign off for at least now. I might do one more video later on once I get the lighting up on this end of the table. Considering down here is where it's the darkest, I figure I'll start here and work my way back over to the other side if it works the way I intended to. But anyway, have a good one, YouTube, and wish me luck.